Who's this?
Hey, how you doing? This is Tony right here.
What up, Tony?
Hey, what's going on, brother? How you feeling?
I'm feeling great, man. How's this Mercury retrograde treating you?
Well, I'm not very familiar with Mercury retrograde, STARMAN. You know, I'm waiting for you to give me, a basic breakdown.
Well, once again, a retrograde, all planets retrograde, but planets like Mercury, since they're close to us, they have a big effect on us. And in October, we're going to have a Venus retrograde. So Mercury retrogrades, Venus retrograde. The only planets don't retrograde is the sun and the moon, for instance. But Mercury retrograde, it's about delays. And, you know, I always notice this, and I've been a 30-year astrologer, is that a lot of people, your computers and your phones malfunction. You have to get a new one. I bought a new cell phone last week before the retrograde because mine's malfunctioned. And again, a lot of people, Tony, associate Mercury retrograde with doom and gloom, and it's not. It gives you a chance to go back and do things. You can expect the delays in travel. You can expect the delays in getting paid if you're a freelancer like me. I mean, like people are saying, STARMAN, I'll pay you later. But these are some of the things.
Crazy.
These are some of the things to expect during a Mercury retrograde. People lose their keys. People lose their wallets. They scream at the train for being late. It's all about Mercury retrograde. So you have to keep that in mind during this time of the year when there's Mercury retrograde. What's your name, calling? Where are you calling from?
This is Sharon Zaki, and I'm calling from Florida.
Hey, this is my Virgo buddy?
Yes, it is.
Hey, what's up, Sharon? Sharon from Florida. How you doing?
I'm awesome.
You doing all right? You know it's Virgo time.
I know, and everything's going crazy, Zaki.
I know, Sharon. I mean, you got the Mercury retrograde. Mercury is retrograde in the sign of Virgo right now. It's in Virgo.
Well,
so everything
if this is my month, I should have fun, not go through all these crazy things.
But still, it's your month. It's Virgo time. The sun just went into the sign of Virgo. Actually, yesterday morning, and yesterday afternoon, depends on where you're living in the world. But see, again, one of the things, and your birthday is the 17th of September, right?
You remember.
You know, I got to remember my clients calling all the way from Florida. Thank you for watching the show.
No problem.
But still, you have to deal, Sharon, with the Mercury retrograde. Now, Mercury co-rules two signs, Virgo and the sign of Gemini. Gemini and Virgo are cousins because Mercury is their daddy.
Okay.
Mercury is, when it's in the sign of Gemini, Geminis and everybody who knows a Gemini, like myself, sun sign Gemini, or even people with the moon in Gemini, your mentality or your emotions is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. With Virgo, Mercury is 1, 1 1/4, 1 1/2, 1 3/4, then 2. Because you have to have all bases covered. That's the thing with Mercury in Virgo and Mercury in Gemini. See, when a planet moves from one sign to a next, Sharon, it changes. It changes. That's what it does. But again, you're in, let me see where I want you to call me after the show because I don't want to tell everybody your business on air right now. But I just want you to know to beware of the Mercury retrograde in the sign of Virgo. Everybody, people, I don't care if you're black, white, Hispanic, Latino, Jewish, Christian, we're all under the influence of astrology and numerology. Again, it's 2010. It's not 1910 or 1810. We're not tied down to the Bible or the Quran or whatever Buddhist thing or whatever. I'm not knocking religion. Religion is a beautiful thing. This is a gift that I have that I share with the world. But I'm saying to you, you have to be aware of the Mercury retrograde. Everybody. Arguments.
Okay, what is this Mercury retrograde would do to me? Because I couldn't get in my car the day you posted that on the thing about anything can happen. Well, it did. My car door wouldn't even open with the key. I had to get somebody to come and open the door up.
Well, see, one thing with Mercury is the planet of communications and short distance travel. It'll be delays when it comes to traveling. You remember back in April, the last Mercury retrograde we had? Today, for instance, in New York City, there was a delay, like a 5-hour delay on the Long Island Railroad. And here's thousands of commuters that come from Long Island into the city, and they can't get home. They're still waiting in Penn Station trying to get home. That's what happens during a Mercury retrograde. And it's up to everybody watching the show, if you're into astrology, is to know what house or what department of life that Mercury retrograde is happening. And it's going to affect you more because two things. Number one, your Mercury rule being Sun sign Virgo, and the Mercury retrograde itself is in the sign of Virgo. Sharon, I'm going to call you after the show, okay?
You still got my number, right?
I got your number. You're one of my favorite clients. How could I lose it, baby?
Okay, love you.
Love
Bye-bye.
you too. And we're going to straighten this out before your birthday on the 17th.